This is Grayman Media content. Hit the fucking button! You're pissing me off!
Welcome to PodDaddies.
Come on, Chewie.
Oh, actually, that was pretty good. Hell's
Yo, mama!
Yeah, because your body's not the important part. Your face is.
Right. How does my face sound now?
How does your face sound? Jericho, my lord. You're such a baby.
Looks better.
Sounds good. Am I looking good here? A pile of pillows. All right. That looks good. I'm in frame fully.
Welcome to PodDaddies. I'm
We're still
Devin.
figuring shit out.
I'm Devin. My co-host, as always,
I'm undecided.
the beautiful John Wolf.
Undecided.
Anyway, we just got done filming Wolf Takes a Bite. By the way, may I say, really enjoying this season so far.
It's definitely going to be a banger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more just mean like, I'm enjoying doing it. Like, it's a good time. There was twice today when we were recording where I just openly admitted on camera that was my favorite show that we do.
That's right, I do have that on recording now.
It's a lot of this, but like you're trying, so it's fucking hilarious.
Me trying is funny.
It is really
many
funny.
people.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I try pretty hard.
So what's up, man? What's new?
I don't know. I can't get my pant leg over the boot.
Yeah,
It's just,
you wear tighter pants than I do.
well, this is a dress pant, and this is a really wide boot.
Is this really happening right now?
This is the whole show.
I got a question for you.
I've been struggling with this all day. Yes.
If you,
Oh, look at that! I got
hey,
it.
you did it.
Looks,
Yeah, that looks great.
that looks stupid.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Whatever you think. If you had been president during World War II,
It's like a shotgun.
and all of the military advisors were very upfront with you that a land assault on the mainland of Japan was going to mean killing off hundreds of thousands of troops. But instead they said, or we could drop this new weapon that we have on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Would you have done that?
I mean, absolutely.
Really? Do you think you would have? Because I like to
What's
think...
the question again?
If you had been president when the decision had to be made whether or not to drop the nuclear weapons on Japan, do you think you would have pulled the trigger on that?
I think the American people and the
Relax.
officials in charge know exactly what they're doing.
No, I know, but I'm saying you. This is a hypothetical.
Would I drop a H-bomb versus what?
Well, the only
Still
other,
bloodshed and warfare?
yeah, the only other option would have been, a frontal assault on the Japanese homeland.
I mean, we did it at Normandy. Why can't we do it there? Normandy was a success.
Well, lots of people died,
Yes.
and I think that
And you don't think an atom bomb is also not going to result in lots of lives,
well,
mostly innocent lives?
there was two things, right? There was the fact that they sunk our boats, which we were pissed about. Not just the government, but the American people.
Sunk my battleship.
Yeah, you sunk my battleship, and I dropped the sun on you twice.
Even. Totally
Yeah,
even.
totally even. And also there was, if we drop these bombs, we're going to lose no American lives. No American military personnel will be lost in this attack, versus not only the countless Japanese lives that would have been lost on an attack on the land, but also all of the American lives that would have been lost. I think that was their reasoning for using the weapon. I'm just asking.
No.
So you don't think you would have?
It doesn't make sense.
So
It was a show of power.
Oh well, yeah.
And that's all it was.
Yeah, they sunk our boats, and we dropped the sun on them twice.
They say we can destroy the planet if we want to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically what they're saying. No, Nagasaki and Hiroshima and all that is like not a lot of landmass. Like if you look at it on the map, it's not a huge property in comparison to other continents or countries in the world.
Those are cities.
what I'm saying is the targeted affected area was quite a bit more than just the city. It basically leveled everything.
They were relatively small bombs in comparison to today. Like
So
the strength of the nuclear
if we drop one
weapons.
now, like
Oh, way bigger.
you're sinking the continent.
I mean, you're exaggerating, but yeah, I get what you're saying. But so hypothetically,
They could have dropped it in the water and then made a tidal wave.
hypothetically, you would not have.
I don't think so. No, because obviously there's innocent civilians.
Yeah, but innocent civilians would have been lost no matter what.
Really? How
Yeah,
so?
you don't think so?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Anytime there's war, the civilians.
Yeah, but the causality of like, hey, I know I'm gonna drop this on the head of a child, or millions of them,
Yeah.
versus, well, I'm sending trained gunmen to assassinate other trained gunmen who honestly have thousands of years more experience than we do at war. Like, to be fair, no. I think it could have been what's the word? Not civilian, but the loss of life. I'm nervous with this topic. The loss of life for innocence. There we go. Innocence is the word I'm looking for.
You think that there would have been less?
Yeah.
I don't think. So I'm right there with you. I like to think that I wouldn't have done it. But that's me knowing what I know now and learning the lessons of history that they didn't have the luxury of knowing.
It's the game, Devin. Push
But-
the red button.
but
Don't
what
push the red button. There's a note on it.
But what I'm saying is the Japanese were relentless. I mean, they held tooth and nail island after island after island in the Pacific theater of World
Wouldn't
War
you
II.
want to?
Yes. So knowing that, now you're where the mass majority of all the Japanese troops are, and you're landing on their property. Like, no matter what, that's going to go catastrophic for both sides. Or you level two cities, and they realize they have nothing that can even come close to that kind of firepower, and they surrender. By the way, they did it in two separate roles, right? They did it the first time. I can't remember which city they attacked first. And then they offered a chance to surrender.
I thought it was Nagasaki, then Hiroshima, because
It might have
Hiroshima
been.
was the largest
The
death
larger
toll
one.
on record. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. I don't know, though. They dropped one, and then they offered them a chance to surrender. They didn't, and so they dropped another one. So I agree with you, because I think that the use of nuclear weapons is just unacceptable.
I think war is just stupid anyway.
I agree, but it's just a hypothetical.
War is
I
dumb.
didn't mean to upset you.
War is dumb.
It's what?
War is dumb.
Word is dumb.
We recently just spent the last better part of 2 decades in Afghanistan for basically fucking nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we made probably worse decisions than the Russians did with the exact same country. I mean, yeah. But again, that's more recent. That's more real. I was just trying to paint a hypothetical. If you, John, were in charge of a military, because I agree with you.
I think General Wolf should be in charge of the military. If Wait wants to give me that power.
But we're stupid.
I am decent at battleship. And I've definitely breezed through the Art of War.
It's a pretty short book.
Yeah, Sun Tzu is long-winded though. Just looking for the
It wasn't that
highlights.
bad.
Look for the highlights.
It wasn't that bad.
It's okay.
I finished it in like a day. It's a pretty short book.
You know what I think I'm finding a thing is, I need a beverage. I haven't had beverage.
You can get up and get
I'm quite
one.
thirst.
Go get up and get one.
Like liquid death.
You should get a liquid death.
I would love a liquid death.
No, don't get it for him. He can get up and get one. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you, Jessica. Our trustee.
I don't think I would have done it either. But also, like, when you have everybody saying you need to do this, what do you really do?
I mean, you don't? It's like, hey man, you want to smoke some pipe? Or do you want to kill a bunch of people? You just say no. Liquid death.
But then we wouldn't have had anime or Godzilla.
Oh, Godzilla maybe, but anime definitely was going to happen anyway.
Maybe a good reason why the anime came around was because they didn't have money for actual film, so they did cartoons, animation.
Hey Devin, you want to go do some heroin?
No,
See how easy that was?
yeah, that's different. Millions of lives aren't on the line. That's one life, and it's mine.
Okay, Devin, there's a bomb placed in New York City.
Yes.
It's nuclear.
Yeah.
It'll level the entire city. Millions of people will die.
Yeah.
You want to go do heroin?
I don't see how those two things are related.
If you go do heroin, nobody dies.
Well, see, but that's not the thing, though.
But you're doing enough heroin to kill yourself.
No, but that's not the thing, though.
No, that's a good what if. Answer the what if. Would you rather?
Would I kill myself? Basically, would I kill myself to save millions of people?
On heroin.
Are any of my family members in New York City? At this time?
Probably.
My immediate family members.
Maybe not. Let's keep it as random as possible. Because let's be fair. The president technically acquaintances himself with our military, but he doesn't necessarily give a damn.
Wait, is this a different hypothetical,
No,
or
it's
is
the
this the
same
same? Okay, because the problem with that is it's not like the president was. It's not like all the advisors were like, Mr. President, kill yourself or drop nuclear weapons on Japan. No, the two options were kill millions of American lives and millions of Japanese lives in an attack on the Japanese homeland, or drop this bomb. Those were the two options. Millions of lives were going to be lost regardless. Now, if it had just been, President, kill yourself and we win the war, then yeah.
Well, there was if I'm not mistaken, there was American POWs at the time as well.
Probably. But that's a lot less than millions of soldiers being, sacrificed for an assault that may or may not have worked in the first place.
See, now it's starting to sound more like a financial decision again.
What?
Politics is all based around the financial odd.
I think at that point in the war, we were just so fucking pissed at Japan, just in general, that when that option came around, was it Woodrow Wilson? No. Who was president at the end of the war? Fuck, I can't believe
Really
I'm fucking
not
this
go
up.
with presidential history.
I'm fucking this up right now. Can you look that up for me? At the end of the war, because there was two separate. Truman. It was Truman.
Harriet Truman.
It was Harriet.
Oh.
Harriet. President Truman! Devin Gray for the win.
Wasn't there a movie?
Probably.
Yeah.
There was a lot of movies
Truman
made
Show.
of it. That's something different.
It was funnier.
But would I kill myself? First off, killing yourself with heroin, first, I've never used heroin, so I'd probably die on a very small amount, but also I'd probably get really fucking high. So it probably wouldn't be the worst way to go, right?
It just sounds terrible. I feel like I would feel like shit on it.
It's a dissociative, right? So you just.
I have no idea. I've never done it.
Well, me neither, but I know things.
I don't.
It's a dissociative. It's you disassociate from yourself. A lot of people have
Zombified.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've read on r/drugs because I hang out on subreddit a lot.
Okay. Moving on. Probably, for example, wow. Okay. Well, you looked that up on Google.
Wow. Yeah. Hell yeah. People inject, sniff, snort, or smoke heroin.
Black sticky.
Sure. Prescription heroin.
Excuse me?
Oxycontin and Vicodin are basically,
Similar effects.
which is why, this is exactly why we have the drug epidemic in America.
I can see why that is very enticing.
Because they over prescribed it for years, and then they realized that was problematic. So then they took it away from people, and then they're like, well, I still need my Vicodin. So then they got heroin.
That's terrible.
It is really horrible. Sexual dysfunction for men.
Interesting.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah. Kidney disease, liver disease. Don't do drugs, kids.
Can a person overdose on heroin? I think you can overdose on goddamn anything.
Except for weed.
Bro, if you smoke enough weed,
There's no way.
it's physically impossible, but technically speaking. That's like saying you would die of radiation if you ate 5,000 bananas. It's true. But are you gonna eat 5,000 bananas in a short enough time period?
Bananas are radioactive.
Yeah, you didn't know that? Jessica, pull that up for me.
What?
You're about to have your mind blown.
My life is a lie.
No, bro. It's potassium.
That's not. You're thinking of plutonium.
Bet. Look at this. Potassium is radioactive. Each banana can emit 0.01 millirem or
microinverts. It's 0.01.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You'd have to eat like 5,000 of them and you die of radiation poisoning, or dying of eating 5,000 bananas.
You get more dose from chemo than you do from 5,000 bananas.
No shit. Yeah, but listen, bro. I'm telling you right now. Look up how many bananas you'd have to eat to kill yourself. You didn't know this?
No.
Bro, potassium's radioactive.
Cool, so now I know how to die. If I don't throw up a fucking banana milkshake first.
Check this shit out.
Ridiculous.
Pull it up.
This is a ridiculous game you're playing.
Game? Bro, I'm just spitting facts. Look at this. 400 bananas. You'd probably need around 400 bananas a day to build up the kind of potassium levels that would cause your heart to stop beating. According to Cora, you'd have to eat 10 million bananas at once to die of radioactive poisoning. Yeah, bro, so don't eat 10 million bananas. Like, stop at 999,999.
I don't think there's that many bananas.
Are there more chickens or humans in the world?
Eggs, too?
No, chickens.
Eggs for sure.
Eggs for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. But are there more chickens or humans in the world?
Humans.
You're wrong. How many chickens do you think you could eat? How many chicken wings do you eat in one sitting?
Like 30 to 60.
You know each chicken only has 2 wings, right?
Right.
There's way more chickens.
How many whole chickens could you eat?
Bro, 1 maybe.
Yeah.
Like the breast, the like everything? With more than 19 billion chickens on the planet at any given time, chickens outnumber humans
3 to 1.
3 to 1. Bro, if they decide
That's honestly not that bad. We could take 3 to 1.
How many chickens do you think you could fight at once?
I could take 3 chickens for
sure. You could take 3?
Absolutely.
How many would be the max? Like how many chickens?
I feel like with one good sword swipe, I can knock out 3 or 4 chickens.
How many chickens? No, you're barehanded. Like let's say you're
maybe 2 chickens.
Only 2?
I got 2 hands.
Only. All right, look, check it out.
Just choke them chickens.
Check it out. You're in a warehouse.
Choke the chicken, Devin. Just choke the chicken, Devin.
Basically, I for a Grayman thing, I told you to meet me up at a warehouse, right? But instead of a Grayman thing, you show up, and it's just infinite chickens.
I'm just hope I got my boots on because I'll be kicking bitches.
That's what I'm saying. How many do you think until they can overwhelm you and destroy you?
I think I'll be okay. It'll be a chicken kicking good time.
Yeah, but how many?
It'll be finger licking good.
You can't answer this question, can you?
I don't think I would be overwhelmed.
At all?
They can't
chickens.
get up this high. Infinite chickens.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Devin, you're talking about a wormhole of chickens? That's not going to happen.
I'm saying if I
it's a 3 to 1 ratio. If you had all the chickens in the world,
you're telling me
including the crazy ones.
13 billion? Could you take 13 billion? How many chickens could one person successfully fight?
Is that a question somebody's asked?
That's Cora. I love Cora so much. I got my dog out, but was never attacked by any of the other 15 or so chickens.
What is that noise?
I don't know. It's something out of our control. My wife tried to pet one at a friend's house. It attacked
Roosters
her.
are different. Roosters are beam motherfuckers.
Yeah, for sure.
Chickens I could take. Roosters, it's one rooster.
But how many chickens do you think you could fight? 50 straight chickens before you started to get exhausted. That's what I'm saying. At some point, you're going to start getting tired.
I guess so.
They're going to overwhelm you at one point or another. How many do you think you could take?
I think we should test this. I don't know what else to do.
All right, how many 6-year-olds do you think you could take?
1.
Only 1?
Yeah, they're tough.
You think 1 6-year-old
They're really
could whip your
tough.
ass?
Probably.
Dude.
Because I can't hit them back. I'll catch a charge.
No, but I'm saying if you could though.
Oh, how many bullets do I have?
No. Hands and feet. That's it. You're barehanded.
Why?
Because if we give each other guns, like it's no fun anymore. Like it's just how fast can you pull the trigger?
Yeah, I can beat a 6-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, with your hands?
The gun.
But with your hands, though.
Sure.
How many do you think you could take? Because I think I could take a lot.
It's the same as the chicken ratio.
You think so?
3.
I think I could take a lot more than 3.
Really?
I'm gonna grab the first one by the ankles.
One's gonna get your legs. The other 2 are gonna get your arms, and then you're pinned down.
You're not listening. I'm gonna get one by the ankles, and I'm gonna just start spinning, and I'm gonna knock all of the other 6-year-olds out with it.
These could be very heavy 6-year-olds, though.
They could be, and I'm gonna get tired for sure. I'm not
quickly.
saying I'm not gonna lose
Very quickly.
because I'm gonna lose at some point.
We are not in shape.
But I think not at all. But I think I could take out a lot. I think I could take like 50.
It's a hot take.
Really,
I don't think so.
dude? I think I could take like 50.
Full murder, death.
Yeah, like if 50.
I mean, if I could break the arm off of one and use it to stab it in the eye of a couple of them, then that would probably really
Bro,
work.
if there was 51 6-year-olds, that last one would destroy me. But I'm telling you, I could take out the other 4 to 50. Easy.
Dinkelberg!
What?
Biff. I'm just trying to think of the last one's name. Who are you gonna curse?
I don't know. Thanks for playing along with my hypotheticals.
I was just thinking about bullies. And now I want chicken.
Yeah, 13 billion of them.
I'm hungry. I want chicken.
You got anything?
I did. When I first got here.
You were saying something about.
Oh, we went to eat at Le Moo last night. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about that place.
Oh my god! I'm talking about steak knives presented to you on a silver platter.
Yeah.
Like and that was a Wagyu butter.
I have a.
Ooh, we both had 3 steaks.
I don't want to go.
insane.
Oh, did you get the steak flight?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
That Wagyu though.
I don't want to go into how I know this person, but I know there's a young lady that I met a couple years back ago. She is, I think they're engaged to one of the head chefs. The people who own Le Moo also own a couple other like higher end.
Yeah, they do.
He's one of the chefs for one of them, and she's the promoter for all of them. So she was actually at Churchill Downs promoting Le Moo, during the derby. I want to go really bad.
It is a must-have experience, but be prepared to go in with no less than $300 or $400 for 2 people.
That's like an average like nice dinner for us. Like that's
a once a year thing for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just spend $400 a night on dinner.
We just dropped $300 somewhat last night. More than that, actually. Way more.
You're not doing that like once a month.
I could. Easily. Yeah, definitely. I'd have to stop buying Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to like stop doing some other stuff that I'm doing.
I have to stop doing a lot of things. And probably rob some people.
Really? You ever rob somebody? Like actually rob, not like steal.
No.
I was there for one. He looked scared, and I think Kyle got like $6 out of him.
You actually mugged somebody?
Yeah, at the Kroger off of. I don't want to dox it.
Oh, you've already doxed it. It's over.
There's a Kroger, not this way, but that way, near like a Taco Bell.
I know it.
You know the one I'm talking about? It was in that parking lot, and it was really late at night. It was like, it must have been right before Kroger closed. Yeah, it was freaky. I was not happy. We were trying to get weed money. Kyle was unhinged.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, rest in peace. He's a good guy.
Off the rails.
Yeah, he was, for sure. He was actually on the rails.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was train hopping.
Oh.
Did you not know about this?
No.
Bro.
I didn't know he was a train kid.
Bro, I got videos. Let me show you.
I mean, later.
No, now. What do you got?
Good point.
Exactly. Look at this. Oh, fucking hell. Let me just scroll through all the messages this man sent me before he died.
Meanwhile.
Right. I'll see if I can send you these. That way you can maybe put them up. Look at this. Look at this sign he sent me. Will work for Kush.
That's funny.
It's not on this account. God damn it. Anyway.
How precocious.
Precocious.
I just like the word. What's your favorite word in the English language?
Onomatopoeia.
What's your favorite word in Japanese?
Sumimasen. No, Guri-chan. Yeah,
Meaning?
that's me.
Oh, daddy?
No. I don't know what daddy is, actually.
Senpai, sorry.
No, senpai is teacher.
Oh.
Yeah. I like to say Ohio a lot, which just means good
Ohio!
morning. Yeah, it just means good morning, but it's just
But see,
Ohio.
you can't say it without an accent, though, because if you say it without the accent, then it just, you're just saying Ohio.
Well, yeah.
So that means you have to be somewhat abrasive and not PC to be able to speak Japanese.
I think that's dumb.
What?
Like, there's a lot of things that PC gets just really wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a massive difference between appropriating a culture and enjoying a culture and wanting to share that culture and embrace that culture.
I do that with every factual group that I'm in. That's why I have so many facets. Like if you hang out with me, obviously I'm hanging out with you. So, but when I hang out with other people, I'm a totally different person. I speak differently. I walk differently. My mannerisms can change.
I think that's something different. I think that's multi-personality disorder.
No, but I'm still me. I don't have a different brain telling me something else. There's not another voice there. I just changed my voice and mannerisms.
And just everything about you.
Depends.
I mean, look, we've all got different versions of ourselves, right? I got work Devin.
You got work Devin.
And I got home Devin.
And I got homie John.
Yeah, I know. I really hate homie John.
Yeah, a lot
Can't stand homie John.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, hate him.
Yeah.
He's really annoying.
There's German John.
Yeah, that one's not real.
There's Witkin John, Spiritual John.
That one was hilarious.
What?
I met him once.
Oh no, he's still there.
No, I know. I believe you. I'm just saying I met him once. I was at your apartment or some girl's apartment, and you were like shirtless and you were like acting like a wolf. It was one of the most insane things I ever saw.
What?
Yeah, it was so funny.
Must have been intoxicated.
Oh, you usually are. So
I'm drinking water.
Especially back then, John. Especially.
Oh no, there's ancient John.
Oh, ancient John.
Then there's today
Of
John.
ancient wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite the wise one.
The only time I'm me, and I mean this, the only time I'm me, there's about 15 minutes when I'm driving from work home or from home to work.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'm me.
That's scary, and you know why?
Why?
Because I think everybody has that same version of themselves.
Exactly.
But that's a scary self to be alone with.
No, I like
because even that 15-minute me, or 35 minutes usually on most of my drives, 35-minute me can still be driving and be like having a full-blown conversation with himself, or just randomly, yeah, like all kinds of noises, accents. I've gotten to the point where I've been driving home from a very long night at work, and I've gotten so slap happy that I didn't have the radio on. I was talking to myself. I was doing a full-on radio show.
That's something
like
different.
This.
Yeah, that's something different.
I come up with the best ideas.
Like I think like
on the way here, I came up with a great idea of something I want to do for Jess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I can't tell you.
Is it going to be in the next month?
No.
She's not going to see this.
Probably not going to be in the next 3 months.
Yeah. So okay, fair enough. So do you want to do the Sober October thing?
Maybe.
Do you want to pair it with the fitness thing?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
What I mean is maybe, Devin.
This is really good content, what you're doing right now. Like, what you're doing is really good right now.
You have to know how wild I was to know how chill I am now.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying, like, I could do the sober thing. I did it once for 60 days.
You did not go for 60 days.
I did too.
You did not.
Did too.
You so did not.
Did too. 49, 58,
look,
69.
We already talked about it. Like, obviously you're not gonna be able to make it sober. Like, there's just no way.
I mean, if I really had a fucking motivation reason to, then I could.
Yeah,
but you're talking about my favorite fucking time of year. And you know I'm going camping in October. So there's no way in hell that I'm going to stay sober.
I definitely didn't know that.
I'm not going to go out to the woods and not drink.
I didn't know you were going to the woods.
Well, yeah.
When are you going to the woods?
14th.
14th. I'll be in Gatlinburg.
I'll make sure we confirm the dates with the almighty phone before I leave today, so that way we can make sure to plan around it.
I think we're going to be okay.
I'm pretty sure we are.
The 14th is like a Tuesday.
Oh, I'm talking about the weekend.
Oh. Yeah, remember like when we sat down and we wrote down when we were going to record every episode of Wolf Takes a Bite?
Uh-huh.
That would have been good to know.
I think I had it.
Oh, so you made these plans after you agreed to come to a recording?
No.
That's lit, bro. That's lit. That's lit.
Devin, you know I take several trips a year.
John, all I would have asked was that, you knew you were going to go in October.
I'm giving you heads up.
Hey, yeah. This is the day, and this is the day we're going to do that episode, and this is the day we're going to do that episode.
This is September.
3 weeks later, by the way, Devin.
Well,
Remember when we agreed?
it's September.
Remember when we agreed to do all those things?
But we can be, dude, look, we don't even need to worry about it because we'll be fine. We're good at this. This is nothing.
That's easy, bro.
It's easy fix. It's
It's a
on me.
cakewalk.
It's my show. I'm doing all the work on it. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true.
Just record double one day.
I mean, yeah, that's the answer to that problem.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Ooh, piece of candy. Well, I'm glad we're doing this, bro. I'm glad we're doing this right now.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, this is just a chill conversation.
You're putting on this air.
Oh,
Like, you know that, right?
what air?
You're doing this thing.
What thing?
Oh, you're such a bitch.
What do you mean?
You're such a bitch.
I don't know what you mean, Devin.
The show sucks.
Why is anybody listening? We have good things coming.
Oh, yeah?
There's exciting things coming in the mail.
If you didn't want to do the Sober October
Specifically.
thing, you could have told me before we started. Like, that was like half of the episode that I had planned.
No, I'm down to do it. I just might be mostly sober.
Yeah, we already agreed before we started recording that you weren't going to be able to be sober the whole month
Yeah, so it's a mostly sober October.
for you. And then we're going to pair it up with the fitness thing.
Okay.
All right, so
I don't think I'm going to lose any weight. I don't have high expectations for it, but I will try.
will you actually, though, or?
Yeah, I'll work out every day in October.
So, like, you could have done this before we started, and then I wouldn't have brought it up. And
What, are you just telling me I need to work out? Is that what you're telling me right now?
no, I thought it would be like a fun thing for our viewers and like a healthy thing for the both of us. You know,
I'm saying I'm going to do it. I don't know why that's a
lot
problem.
of podcasters do it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm doing it with you. I don't know what the problem is. I'm so
Oh, you're
confused.
gonna work out every day?
Yeah, aren't you?
I'm not. No, I'm gonna be honest with myself. I know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you work out every day? Let's up the ante.
Because I have a
I'll
full-time
do the
job
fitness thing,
and I'm
you
a
do the alcohol
parent to
thing.
two. I'm a parent to two. I have a full-time job. I have a full-time second job, and I like my free time. So no, I'm not gonna work out every day. That wasn't the goal, though.
I also have a plate.
That's what I'm trying to say. So for you to say, "Oh, I'm gonna work out every day," that's just what?
I don't think that's hard to do for 30 days.
Oh man.
What is 10 minutes a day?
What do you
10
got?
minutes a day.
What do you
Devin,
got?
10
What do you
minutes
got?
a day.
What do you got?
Well, I guess I'm going to work out every day on October. That's
What do you got? What do you got for this episode?
Well, I talked about the Limu thing.
Yeah, that was cool. You had steak.
Yeah, really good food.
Yeah. 3 steaks.
3. And scallops.
Scallops are good.
And a bottle of Pinot Noir.
Wine's good.
Yeah.
Yum.
Realizing that I predicted that entire event. Now, I dreamt it years ago. And now it just deja vu'd me.
Wow.
Is that weird? How does that work? What is deja vu?
I wouldn't even begin to know how to explain
You get it?
No.
You don't ever have a deja vu.
Oh, occasionally. Very rarely.
Very rarely.
I had a lot more when I was a kid.
I feel like it happens to me like almost every other day, if not weekly.
You know that usually there's like a theory that it's like the brain is trying to connect something. What was that thing that we diagnosed you with earlier?
Schizophrenia.
No, it wasn't that. You're definitely not schizophrenic. You want to know how I know that? Because my brother is, and I know you're not.
Thankfully, I'm not, I guess. I would be even crazier.
Did you say I guess?
Yeah.
You guess?
I mean, it could be fun to have somebody else to talk to. Okay, well, some people say...
Jessica, look up deja vu.
Thank you.
There we go.
I'm trying to drop lines. I find it weird that I have it often.
All right, no. Scroll back up.
That's a television show.
No, down.
In a song.
Car rides to Malibu. Strawberry ice cream. 1 spoon for 2. And trading jackets. What the fuck is this?
It's Olivia Rodrigo.
Who?
Olivia Rodrigo, Latin artist.
Yeah, let's figure out what the cause of this is, though.
The illusion of
Let's
remembering
really get down to
scenes
this.
and events, which, when experienced for the first time, a feeling that one has seen or heard something before. Associated with epilepsy. Can you read that? I can't read that from here. I'm blind.
I can read it easily.
Can you read it then?
People who travel often or frequently watch films are more likely to experience deja vu than others.
Interesting. So that's my fault. That's why.
It's all that time you spend watching movies.
Traveling.
And driving around Louisville.
I would try traveling the world.
Yeah, traveling the world. Go on.
Yeah.
Tell us more. How frequently you travel the world. Eat my ass.
I have been to almost every 50 states. All the 50 states.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. I've been
Alaska?
to... I said almost.
Oh.
And I've been to several different countries.
Which one?
I've been to Amsterdam, Croatia, Italy, Rome, and France.
What was that for?
It was a religious pilgrimage. Croatia was wild.
I bet. I don't know anything about Croatia.
It's a beautiful country.
That's what most people say about every country. That when they travel.
mean, compared
I've
to
never
the-
heard anybody come back from a country and been like, yeah, that place is a real piece of shit.
I mean, Mexico.
Research has...
So they went out.
There's so many places in Mexico that are gorgeous.
Oh, there is.
The
yeah.
research has associated deja vu experience with good memory functions.
What? I have the
Yeah.
worst memory in the world.
I agree.
That has been a huge issue in many of my personal and relationships. That my memory is garbage.
The first input experience is brief, degraded, occluded, or distracted.
Oh, ADD.
Immediately following that, the second perception might be familiar because the person naturally related it to the first input. One possibility behind this mechanism is that the first input experience involves shallow processing, which means that only some superficial physical attributes are extracted from the stimulus. So basically, your brain's trying to put together what the fuck you just saw, and it fucked up, and then it's putting it back together.
But that's in the moment.
Yeah.
But now I am having a memory of a time before the event
Yes.
that it happened.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not deja vu. That's more premonitory. It's permissions.
Permissions?
Yes. Premonition.
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 You know those two things are separate, right? Like, I give you permission.
Well, I think meta vernacular used it in the wrong way, but it still was trying to shorten out the word into a different context of the noun. My point is,
We're seeing how John's brain works right now in live time. Another pot. Hold on. Here we go. Another possible explanation for the phenomena of deja vu is the occurrence of cryptomnesia, which is where information learned and forgotten but nevertheless stored in the brain. This is what and similar occurrences invoke the contained knowledge, leading to a feeling of familiarity because the event or experience being experienced has already been experienced in the past, known as deja vu. Some experts suggest that memory is a process of reconstruction rather than a recollection of fixed established events. Yeah, I could see that.
What about looking up? There it is. Dream-based explanation. Because I definitely dream these things. This is how I perceive the
Dreams
future.
can
As
also be used to explain. Oh, so this is just you saying that you see the future, is what you're saying? 20% of the respondents reported often. Dreams can be used to explain the experience of deja vu, and they are related in 3 different aspects. Firstly, some deja vu experience duplicate the situation in dreams instead of waking conditions, according to the survey done by Brown 2004. 20% of the respondents reported their deja vu experiences were from dreams, and 40% of the respondents reported from both reality and dreams. Secondly, people may experience deja vu because some elements in their remembered dreams were shown. Research done by Zagar in 1966 supported this idea by investigating the relationship between remembered dreams and deja vu experiences, and suggested that there is a strong correlation. Thirdly, people may experience deja vu during a dream state, which links deja vu with dream frequency.
So, layman's terms.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me. Okay, well, yeah, thank you for looking. Premonition. Premonition. Because
Oh my God, I never knew.
Strong feeling that there is something about to happen, especially something unpleasant or pleasant.
And then right below that was a picture of John.
Oh, man.
Man, that's crazy. Precognition. Oh, okay.
But see, this would be more... Precognition would be more effective and accurate, maybe in my circumstance, if I actually was able to record my dreams. Because these are things that happen years apart from each other. And they're not usually super significant events. But I mean, like last night's dinner, we had a great time. That was a significant event. Mm-hmm. But it's just like... The things always happen, but the people that I'm with in their faces aren't always in the premonition.
So you've dreamt that you had a good dinner?
Specific aspects of that event. It's like flutters, like the flash of a picture without the picture resting.
Okay.
That's how some of my dreams go.
I don't dream often.
It's unfortunate.
That's
one of my favorite places to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Swimming around the chemical soup that is my brain.
Yeah, I like living. I like tangible.
There's a lot of things that can go on in there.
I like tangible, real events.
That's also nice too. I mean, it has to happen. You really don't have a choice. But I like the dreaming part of it.
Part of what?
Of life. We spend like a third of your life asleep.
Yeah. I look at it as something that we have to do.
If you're not dreaming anything, then what are you aspiring to?
Well, you dream when you're awake too. You set goals for yourself and then you figure out ways to obtain those goals. That's how I dream. Like I see things that I want and I try my best to figure out a way to get to that.
Is that not a different version of dreams though?
That's what I'm trying to say is like I dream when I'm awake. I pinpoint goals in life that I want and I try my best to figure out what is the best way to get to that goal.
What's the thing called then when, like, say you're driving or you're doing a task that requires little to no attention?
Like driving.
Yeah. And
like operating a fucking 10-ton machine.
1.5 ton. I'll get it carried away. Anyway,
I don't know how big your FJ is.
It's not 10 tons. It's like 30 elephants, Devin.
Big boy.
That's 30 elephants. No, so like, yeah, so you're doing something not really cognical that you need. My brain specifically, I'll get quiet and I'll hyper focus on one thing. Like the other day, it was weed cones. You know, those raw cones, those that they sell in the store for tobacco and stuff.
Yeah.
I hyper focused on it for like 40 minutes and I was driving and like 20 of the minutes I was just super quiet. Didn't say a word. I was just driving and I was literally...
John, were you by yourself?
No, that's the crazy part.
You were quiet with other people around?
I know.
I've literally never seen
I've been
that.
asked what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Yeah.
That's my least
super
favorite.
hate that. But it's like, nothing's wrong. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. And then I'm still trying to figure this out. Like
What were you trying to figure out exactly?
Well, I was like, either A, there's a person making those by hand, right?
It's definitely a machine.
Okay, and if it's a machine, how does that machine work?
Did you know
Is there
YouTube
a plastic
exists?
cone that it rolls
Jessica,
around?
can you please find a video of how this works?
It doesn't matter. I was inventing something to make raw cones.
But why?
I don't know why I needed to. My brain just does it.
It exists. You don't need to figure that out.
It's like when I see something I'm really hyperfixated on, like I want to put new lights in my vehicle, or I want to, you know, put some emergency lights on a truck or something like that. I'm like wiring it in my head on how I'm gonna do it before I do it for like days.
Yeah.
Or like this deck project, I'm doing that in my head consistently at this moment.
So what you mean is you set a goal, and then you try to figure out the best way to obtain that goal?
Yeah, but it's
so we're saying the exact same thing.
But it's not like, oh hey, I'm gonna go build a fucking chair and then I do that. I want that to be my goal. I'm gonna figure out how to build a chair, and it's not like that. And it's like, all right, so if I'm gonna build this chair, I'm gonna need nails. How would nails be made? Why are nails made that way? Who makes nails? Can I make nails? Can I make money making nails? Is there too many nail makers?
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that specifically is
That's
a problem.
the train.
Yeah, that's a train wreck is what you meant to say. That's a nightmare.
That's the thought process for like, and those happen in like that little bit can be like an exacerbated amount of information pulled together, and like every 30 seconds is like 2 hours of planning.
Do you not just say to yourself, hey, that's not an important detail,
all the time,
and then refocus? So you just don't have like,
I get lost in thought on certain things.
do you know you should try, and I'm serious about that. No, the opposite. What you should try is mental exercises in
diagnosed with
yeah,
ADD.
she's had that up there for a while. What you should do,
Well, see, I don't have it. I just noticed it.
what you should do is you should try mental exercises in focus, like reading a book. Today's episode is brought to you by Audible. I fucking
Whoa. wish.
Wow, that'd be really good, right? You really should though.
That'd be
Like,
great.
you should try listening to an audiobook or reading a book. When's the last time you did one?
Can't.
I know, that's my point. That's my point. Because you
I'll
can't
fall asleep while driving.
because
Again,
you can't
more than
focus.
usual.
Because you can't focus, you're having issues getting tasks done. Why don't you just practice focusing on something?
No, that's my relaxing time, dude. That's me relaxing. That's like, man, everything's going crazy.
you're just lost in thought.
I'm just gonna get dived into why this works this way, and I'm gonna make this thing this thing.
Well, that makes sense if it's just about you relaxing.
Yeah,
But if it's
that's
but if it's
my
you
brain.
trying to
My brain builds
yeah, maybe
things
not
and
like fuck
works
around.
things.
Is this show about like how your brain works?
It can be.
Like, is that what we're doing on PodDaddies?
I'm sure other daddies go through the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree. You're probably not that special.
What about that mental health thing you were looking at?
Go get diagnosed, bro.
I was diagnosed with ADD, ADHD. I think I'm boring today. I mean, you should have seen me when I was on fucking
Oh,
Ritalin and shit.
I don't think you're boring. I don't think you're boring.
Man, when I was on Ritalin, it was like, have you ever seen me high? It's like that, but it's, whoa.
I don't think I've ever seen you. I mean, probably.
Right, yeah.
It's been.
I'm sorry I didn't bring much to the table other than my own mental health issues.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, that's what we were doing today.
So, yeah, as a spiritual medium and a self-proclaimed psychic, I tend to have deja vu.
That's the route I thought you were going to take. Mm-hmm. But instead we talked about...
I just know you don't believe in that stuff.
Yeah, because you're full of shit.
No.
No.
Never.
No. Not me. Not me.
I've actually been proclaimed as the most accurate tarot reader.
Whoa. That's crazy.
By many people.
By many?
Many. I actually made a fair living during this time of year usually on doing tarot readings.
Yeah, we call those scam artists.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Do a tarot reading for me.
Oh, we can bring my cards next time.
Yeah, do that.
Sure.
Do that for me.
Absolutely.
Oh, God, I want it so bad.
The hard part is that I know so much about you.
Yeah, that is a hard part.
Yeah, so there's
You'd
not
think
much
that
I could really say that wouldn't be anything that I wouldn't know.
Well, you could just... Using tarot cards, could you come up with a premonition for me?
Oh, probably.
Oh, okay. So we can just do that.
And what topic would you like it on?
Oh, man, something good.
Like love, health, wealth, wellness.
All those things.
They're probably going to be broke for a while.
Not me, bro. You don't know
Never.
me. No. No, bro.
You don't afford a 10-gallon hat without having 10 gallons of money.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I hear that.
You see how I'm decked out?
Oh, I do. CEO.
Yeah, you know where all my money comes from, right? Mm-hmm. It's all those sweet merch sales.
Oh, yes. Which you should definitely go to GraymanMediaCode.com and get yours today.
There's probably a PodDaddies shirt out.
Is there? You have designed anything?
Yeah, it's probably just the logo for.
I mean, that would be cool too. Actually, realistically,
it's a cool logo.
It's a great logo.
Yeah.
Glad you invested your millions of dollars into that.
Millions of dollars. Just because I have more than $5 to my name doesn't make me a millionaire.
You're still better off than most people.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I worked for that. Like, I worked for the money I have. Like, there was an argument that I got into with my brother years ago, where, you know, he was like, well, you just have all this stuff. And I'm like, the job I'm at paid me minimum wage when I started. Like, I worked for this money hard, and I've been there for 8 years.
True.
Like,
I can't seem to pull that off anywhere.
Well, to be fair, this last one wasn't your fucking fault. This last one was legitimately like ass rape.
Yeah.
Like, you got fucked up.
I was working 15-hour days, 6 days a week.
Yeah, I know. I was really like I couldn't believe you were standing. Like, cause I know you drink, and like I remember like doing my 14-hour days, which were the longest days I had, and I still drank every night. Doing those 14-hour days were a nightmare, and I usually only had to do one a week. You were doing 15-hour days every night or every day, and I know goddamn well you were still drinking, so I have no idea how you were standing. Probably off hatred alone.
Slight.
Yeah.
But it was all with the promise of better, greener pastures coming.
Yeah. I know. You got fucked.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God. I'm not lying to you. That's legitimately how I feel about your current situation. There have been times in the past where you definitely fucked up. This isn't one of them.
I don't think I fucked up.
Oh,
I just don't think I fit in very many places.
I don't think that's what it was.
I just don't think
that's what it was.
Understand
that you're stealing from them?
No.
That you're signing them up for things that they definitely don't need?
That's called sales. And everybody does that.
Man, wasn't that the reason you got fired, though?
No.
That's what you told me.
No. No.
I don't believe you.
No, you're talking about when I was quoting people prices that were on an old price sheet at a different job that we're not going to name either.
Well, yeah, I'm obviously not.
That's because those prices were the only ones in my possession, and it's not my fault the company didn't want to provide me with the proper education or material.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I could perform a job and a task without any hesitation, as long as you give me the fair amount of information that I'm needed and required, and tell me when you fucking change your mind. Most of the time, people just don't like me as a person because I am a lot to handle, as you know, being my friend.
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the longest job I've ever had. Once we make it to 5 years.
What's the longest job you ever had?
5 years.
Yeah, but what was it?
Security.
Security.
Yeah, dead end.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of upward mobility, or at least I wouldn't think so.
No. To be fair, honestly, I think there's just groups of people. There's groups of people who are meant to be in positions of power. There's groups of people who are meant to be used, reused, thrown away, and recycled. And then there's people who just are literally there as fillers until companies as a whole can move on to meet their production goals and then relinquish those individuals.
See, I think that's true for some companies. I think a lot of companies want
you to slave yourself into the dirt.
Well,
and when you do so, still give you no reward or recognition.
Well,
but if you were the laziest goddamn piece of shit in that fucking restaurant, you're probably the best friend to somebody.
As long as you don't burn people constantly and you're working hard and you're constantly learning new things, usually, and I'm not just talking about restaurants, maybe I have a better outlook on life and work in general, but like generally speaking, I feel like as a general rule of thumb, people want what's best for other people.
And I would like to believe that.
As a general rule of thumb, that's how my life has gone. Of course, there are people out there that don't want the best for you. But as a general rule of thumb, that's how my life has gone. So that's
my personal outlook on the workforce in general. I feel like just fucks over millions of people every day.
Yeah, it does for sure. Especially if you're not one of those, if you're not a self-starter.
Or a charismatic perfection individual.
Are you attacking me?
Am I?
Well, thanks, John. I definitely like to consider myself charismatic.
I mean, you've obviously found your spot and success in that spot.
I mean, it took a lot of doing. And I got lucky a lot.
That also is the case.
I got lucky a lot. A lot of people who should have gotten it first disappeared.
I've had a lot of different jobs in a lot of different industries and a lot of different factions, and for whatever the case may be, they didn't work out.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of life experience and I know a lot about a little bit about a lot of things.
Yeah.
But what else is that worth?
Well, usually it's more worth to become an expert on one thing instead of learning a lot about a...
Oh, that'd be great if I was able to stay long enough to do so.
Well, you could become an expert at anything. Like what interests you? Besides this, obviously.
Basically it.
Probably really like to become experts at content creation. Oh, the green light died. Like at content creation and promotion and stuff like that. Like,
I mean, I would just love to be an expert at sitting on a beach counting my millions.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between me and you. Yeah, like that. I don't see a scenario, even if we were business owners and successful ones, that even if Grayman became a multi-million-dollar conglomerate, I don't see a situation ever where the boss just gets to do that. Like the person who owns my job does not get to do that. He has to work really hard. It's different kind of work. Like he's not slaving away on the saute line, but it's a lot of meetings with corporate and trying to get better profit margins and trying to get better money on marketing and things like that. Like I don't see a way where I just get to sit on the beach and count money. There's just no scenario in the world where I
mean, I'm sure there's some Tuesday to Wednesday thing where he does that. I mean,
there's probably weeks within the year for sure. I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Agree
that's
for
all I'm saying.
sure.
I'm not saying you have to do nothing. I mean, we're not Bill Gates or fucking Trump.
Yeah. Like you have to get really lucky, and like even people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
I mean, they're out here building rocket ships. So I mean, that's
they're working constantly.
Category.
You know what I mean? Mark Zuckerberg, he's one of the richest guys in the world. He's working constantly. You know what I mean? I don't ever want, especially since being sober, I don't ever want to have free time. I don't ever want to have free time. I don't want to do it. It sucks. I hate being bored.
I just would like to figure out the key that I wasn't born with, so I can use it.
What's the key though?
The key to life.
I think it's a lot of hard work and a good attitude about shit. Like, honestly. Like, I feel like
I'm glass half full about
I know
most
you
of
are
my
about
pessimism.
most things, about most things, but I think in this one particular thing you're not. And I think it's holding you back. Like, it's there's a saying where it's like 1% of what happens to you and 99% of how you deal with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, have you heard that one?
No, kind of, sort of. All I know is, like, for instance, 99% of my life is completely exploded, but I'm acting like nothing ever happened. There's just certain people in the world, and maybe I haven't reached that point yet, but there's certain people in the world that don't fit the mold. They can't just do your 9 to 5. They can't come in and do the same thing every day. They're out of the box thinkers. We work and operate differently.
What does success look like to you, though?
To me, success is somebody who actually is somewhere with a 30-year pension.
I think success is measured
more or less. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
Actually, success is, to me, would be somebody who is going to be financially secure, doesn't have to worry about anything, and gets to spend the important amount of time with their family, which is not every fucking minute of your waking life slaving away for somebody who just has you as a number on a piece of paper.
Yeah, I agree.
That's success.
You have to like what you do.
Living, not working.
You have to like what you do. Like, no matter what you do, you're probably gonna have to work 40 hours a week at least, right? No matter what you do. Like, even if you're, a CEO or something like that, you're probably gonna at least have to work 40 hours a week. So you have to like what you do, right? Like, I really enjoy most days what I do at work. And so that helps. And then being able to find that work-life balance where I have enough time to come home and hang out with the wife and hang out with the kids, and also have time to do the things that I want to do, like what we're doing right now. Like,
no, this is definitely a welcome break from things like that, but most people don't have this.
Yeah, I know. We are very lucky to have this. We together are very lucky to have this.
And the next level that I would bring that up to would be that, again, to live, not to work to live. I think that is just where my mindset is at.
And I think that that's going to require a mindset change. I think you're going to have to find a job you enjoy doing. Like, you're going to have to work 40 hours.
But I just don't know if I can be chained down to one spot.
Right, yeah. You're like a free bird. Yeah, I don't know. You got to find something that you don't hate. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be like you wake up and you're like, oh, I can't wait to go to work. But it also can't be like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to go to work.
I mean, I know the solution. I just don't know who's going to pick it up.
What is it?
I just need a TV crew to follow me around my entire life.
Yeah.
Film everything.
Uh-huh.
And I get paid for it.
Yeah, that seems like a dream.
Yeah. But I have a myriad of encounters with crazy individuals and crazy experiences and stories that people would never believe, most of which I've forgotten.
You know what success looks like to me? Happiness.
I think that's a way of describing what I was trying to describe, but with putting a physical and tangible amount of something onto it.
Yeah, but like, I don't need, like, I know I'm going to have to work 40 hours, 45 hours a week. I'm going to need to not hate it. So I'm going to have to be kind of happy at work. I'm going to have to have friends at work that I enjoy spending time with. I'm going to have time to spend with my wife and my kids. And I'm going to have to be able to have friends that I enjoy being around and being happy around. And I think that if I focus more, like, I have bad days at work, really fucking bad days. Some days where I want to walk out and quit. But if I focus more on the things that make me happy, then I just tend to naturally be happy. Like, there's just something I say at work all the time, and it's that, generally speaking, if you ask me any day out of 100, if I'm having a good day, I am. I'm having a good day. And I'm having a good time. and you just got to pick to be happy. Like, there's like a psychological thing that they did a study on where if you smile, you start to feel happy, even though nothing's actually happening. You're just smiling.
You know what truly makes me happy?
What makes you happy?
Eating food.
Yeah, I love eating food. I love to eat
Literally,
food.
I think the only time I'm genuinely fucking elated to the point where
Elated.
I could
not even happy, elated.
that I could not give a fuck else what is going on around me. I could be chowing down on a fucking monstrous Big Mac, not even Big Mac food because that's gross, but
Bro, sometimes a Big Mac slaps.
a monstrous like Baconator or a very good piece of like handmade, crafted, well thought out local cuisine.
You just went from a Baconator to like an
Or
old
like
grandma's
like a nice homemade cooked fucking food
Yeah.
truck style, top of the line, something special, nothing you can get nowhere else.
Yeah.
Kind of feel.
Yeah.
I like food like that too. I could be sitting there chowing down
I think
on that.
you just mean to say you
The
like
world
food.
could be burning around me.
Yeah.
Everybody's running around on fire, and as long as I'm sitting there eating that, I could give fuck less.
Bro, that's why I like working in food. There's a lot of places around the world that they don't say, "Hey, how are you?" They say, "Have you eaten?" And that's so fucking right to me. Like that feels
That's
so
righteous.
right. Yeah, it does. And even
I'm
though
starving now.
I'm not serving the best food, but it makes people happy. And there's a lot of people that feel the way you do. A lot of foodies. There's a lot of people who get really excited just to eat.
I like trying new things.
Yeah, me too.
Like even just on like yesterday too. Like we that's basically what I did for Jessica's for her birthday.
Yeah.
So I took her to a bunch of places and we spent so much money trying food from all these different places. We
Yeah.
went to a pop-up eatery
Oh, sick.
that they were doing, and I'm talking about the we got ramen. It was fantastic. They used squid ink for the broth,
yeah.
and that to me was just so different because nobody does that.
Bro, maybe you should try to be, in the food industry again.
It'd be John versus food.
Well, I mean, as your job, your daytime job.
See, yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to slave away behind the line anymore. It takes the passion away from me. I don't enjoy it as much. But if I could go taste it all,
Well, yeah. John,
and if I could go talk about it all,
yeah,
and if I could go film it all,
but
then that would be what I want to do.
yeah,
I basically want to
ideally,
be
but
Guy
like,
Fieri, but it's John Wolfe.
yeah, but in the meantime, you got to find something, right?
No, A&E, pick me up. Let's go. What are you waiting for? I don't know. So this has been PodDaddies. We started off rocky, got a little hard in the middle, got a little soft at the end, and then we rounded all back with happy. I think it's been a very great episode.
Man,
You can find more information at graymanmediaco.com, where you can find all of the links to all of our other shows, programs, as well as our merch.
all of the options in the world
You
are
can
at
find
the
us on
website.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Eventually, PodDaddies will have a Facebook. But yes, you can find Grayman Media anywhere on any social platform. Check us out. Like, share, subscribe.
Anything else?
I think I covered it.
Okay, you sure?
Daddy's out.